man's words are a sober man's mind. It's all the same to her unless it's written on that line.
We have spent quite a bit of time today in Little Italy, but if you come here to DiBella's, it's like visiting the four corners of the world. And Jim, the owner, put it very well when he said that he really should be charging admission to get in here because of the things that he has collected down through the years from all around the world. It is very much like a museum, but it doesn't cost anything to get in here. And once you're inside, there may be things that you don't really need, but I pretty much guarantee that you'll probably walk out with something.
The store has gone through many changes. It dates back to somewhere in the 40s. At that time, it was a full-fledged neighborhood grocery store, catering to much of the carriage trade as well as the Jewish clientele in this community. My father stepped in '81. I took it over from a fellow called Mike Tamburino. At that time, it was called Tamburino's Uptown Market. Then it became DiBella's Uptown Market.
DiBella's has gone through some major changes since his father's deli and grocery store. James bought the building in the early 1980s and changed the store to suit the times. He redesigned the property and travels the world looking for those unique items that no one really needs but can't do without.
I figure if I like it, somebody else is going to like it. There's certainly no mass marketing here. It's not like you're going to come in and sell 24 of these. It just isn't going to happen. But you're going to find somebody that just wants this particular bird bath here.
Always chase a little more money. You can always wish upon a star. There's good times just around the corner, but your friends are the ones that know who you really are. They might not always tell you how they feel, but in your heart, you know.
When in Rome, search out the old post office. It is now the Rome Historical Society. Come here now because there's a display of dollhouses by Joan Evans that, well, you have to come here to really appreciate it. Every one of the dolls in these houses has been given a name all of its own, and there are hundreds of pieces. The village itself is called Emor Wen Croy, which, if you say that backward, is Rome, New York. And it's worth the trip here to Rome to see it.
She may be sitting in a field right now, and the sun piles up and it's cold.
Since 1953, Rome Community Theater on Upper Turin Road has provided a showcase for talented area residents who share a love for the dramatic arts.
This is their 55th season, okay? It's our 55th season. It started as a combination of two theater groups here in Rome back in the 50s. I forget what the names of them both were, but they were doing shows up in places like the old John Hayes O'Neill studio and places like that. And they got together and formed a group, and eventually bought this building, which was an old place for car repairs. And they started to fix it up. Bill Henry, who was a real estate guy around here at the time, helped him a lot with supplies and lugging things for him. He did it for free. You know, he wasn't a member of the theater, but he did it. And as a side note, as a result, we now have awards every year, like Best Actor and so on, called the Henry Award.
If you enjoy a good stage comedy, then mark your calendar for the first week in October and head out here on Route 26 to the Rome Community Theater for their production of All Because of Agatha. You're guaranteed to be entertained.
To learn more about their upcoming season, visit the Rome Community Theater's open house on Thursday, September 18th at 7:30 p.m. The upcoming season also includes the musical version of Frank Capra's It's a Wonderful Life and Neil Simon's Broadway Bound. We head from North Rome to West Rome on Route 49 West to visit the unusual Rome Sand Plains. This unique area is one of only a handful of inland pine barrens in the nation. It is a favorite destination for outdoor enthusiasts and bird watchers because of the unique plants, butterflies, and bird life, including the goshawk and the threatened red-shouldered hawk.
With the last ice age, when the glaciers receded, it created Lake Iroquois, and this sand was actually part of the shoreline to that lake. When the lake drained through the Mohawk River, the sand was all left behind and was blown around by some wind and left these sand dunes here in the Rome Sand Plains. Well, we actually have some nice ecosystems because of the sand, and in between the sand dunes you end up with boggy areas, which is pretty unique for something that's inland. Trees such as pitch pine, also plants such as the wild blue lupin grow here, and they won't grow anywhere else. The Karner blue butterfly is an endangered species that's solely reliant on the wild blue lupin. So we're trying to get the Karner blue butterfly back.
After you have spent some time here in the Sand Plains, hit the trails and you're going to find some things that are sort of old-fashioned in fragrance. For example, wintergreen and sassafras. Something else unique to the Sand Plains are the pitch pines, and this is one of the cones from a pitch pine. During a forest fire, these will burst open and seeds will be released that will regenerate and build a whole new forest.
There are miles of trails in the Sand Plains. Look for the trailhead off of Hogsback Road, off of Oswego Road from Route 49 West, or visit our website, MohawkValleyLiving.com. Mark your calendars for the annual Taste of Rome Arts and Cultural Festival, Saturday and Sunday, September 20th and 21st. The event features artisans, crafters, dancers and musicians, period reenactors, wineries, and food vendors. Celebrate Rome at the Taste of Rome Arts and Cultural Festival.